Welcome back. As some of you may know, in just a few days the second phase of the supply shop will unlock, introducing a new item called the Omega Code. This item can be used to unlock a Manifest Ego for any 5-star combatant. In this video I'll show you the most optimal way to use it, so let's get started. Okay, let me explain. For a moment I want you to think outside of the box. All these characters are or will be part of the standard banner eventually. That means sooner or later you'll get their dupes anyway, whether by pulling on the standard banner or losing 50/50s on raid up banners. But you know which characters won't be added to the standard banner? Exactly, seasonal and collab characters. Developers have made it clear that these units will be limited. We don't know yet if the Omega Code has an expiration date, but if it doesn't, there's no harm in saving it for a future seasonal character, whenever that may be. If limited dupes don't matter to you, the next best option is using the Omega Code on support units. These characters often provide the most value by amplifying your entire team's damage, and if that doesn't convince you, if you simply love a character so much you can't imagine playing without them, then go ahead and use the Omega Code on your favorite character. One more thing, remember the 300 pull selector for standard banner characters? You can only use it once, so my advice is to save it as well, and use it when you're missing only one character, or if you don't care about variety, go for the dupe you want. And that's it, thanks for reaching the end of the video. You're still here? You still want to see the tier list, don't you? Alright, fine, give me a second. Okay, here's the tier list you actually came for, even though I've already given you the most optimal advice. I may be using 5 tiers, focusing mainly on the first 2 dupes of each character, since that's where most players are at. Waste of resources, pretty self-explanatory. It's just more damage, good dupes if you only care about bigger numbers, only if you must, nice upgrades but not essential. Solid pick are safe choices, these dupes often add utility. And game changer are dupes that totally transform the unit. I have to warn you, I don't have every 5 stars, so I'll probably make a mistake with the ranking of some. Just don't take this tier list too seriously. Starting from the bottom, Yuki's dupes drastically increase her damage and consistency, but before going for her second dupe, which only lasts for 2 turns, I would recommend going for Westmacott or getting very lucky in chaos runs. Hugo is in a similar situation, solid damage boost, and I'm sure there's a way to use his second dupe to extend his turn considerably, but I don't want to think about it too much. Meilin, I almost put her in waste of resources because her dupes don't improve her infamous one-shot combo. Her first dupe only improves her special card a little, and the second one slightly speeds up the process of stacking Ember on the enemy. They are just not necessary, but I will have mercy on her. Moving up, Rin is at the top of this category, but she could perfectly be higher. Her dupes are mostly for damage, but one seems promising. Her fourth dupe is written in a rather ambiguous way, but if it is what I think it's a great one. Orlea has great dupes, but they don't feel as impactful as others. They probably do have some use. For example, her second dupe makes it so that when a creation card reaches its third phase, it activates its routine effect. This, for example, with Sturdy, would theoretically give Tressa a greater dagger generation. For Magna, sadly I don't have her, so I can't say for sure, but from what I've seen, they improve her DPS potential, if only a bit. Her first dupe adds the initiation effect to her special card, making it easier to activate its lead effect, and her second dupe gives some AoE damage to her attack cards. Kieron's first dupe significantly boosts utility card generation. On top of that, all his dupes are great, and his sixth dupe is especially insane, though expensive, because it makes him an exceptional debuffer. With only his special card, he has 5 chances to activate a 50% chance of inflicting a debuff. For Rinoa, upon closer look, while her dupes are damage increases, they synergize perfectly with her playstyle. Calip's first dupe gives retain and more shield to her special card, which may not seem like much, but allows you to make different plays that require having a full hand on the next turn whenever you want, or you can simply use the card as an emergency barrier to avoid getting one shot. Her other dupes are just more damage. And finally the game changers. Veronica's second dupe completely changes how Ballista works. significantly increasing its damage and potentially making her a main DPS. It also lets you target an enemy with an attack card, giving you much more control. Luke's second dupe generates 2 handgun bullet cards after using 3 bullet cards, combined with Janet's kit which generates 1 handgun bullet card after using 5 bullet cards, allows to extend his turn considerably. I've been getting this mentioned quite a bit in the comment section of one of my shorts, so here it is. Haru has one of the best dupes in the entire game. Her second dupe lets you use her anchor shot, her main source of damage, for free. It reduces the damage a little for each unused action point, but the important part is being able to use it, since this card's damage scales each time you use it. So to reiterate, I truly believe it's better to wait for a multiple limited character rather than using your omega codes right now. But hey, they're your resources, do whatever you want with them.
Just buy it. Gentle.